Hello and welcome to NDC. Today we have a very big day of announcements about our latest technologies and platforms. It's remarkable to think that this year marks our 5th annual NDC. Every year since 2020, we've always unveiled our latest and greatest innovations at NDC. From NDC 2020, where we introduced the first Neon Dream, all the way up to NDC 2023, where we showed you rubyOS Amaryllis, and 2 groundbreaking transitions. And this year with NDC, it's going to be our best and biggest and most ambitious NDC ever. NDC is centered around our latest innovations with software, but we also like to showcase our latest hardware innovations too. And this year, we're going to be talking about both of these, as well as some big announcements regarding Neon Silicon for the first time ever at NDC. These 3 things integrate incredibly well together and make our products the way that they are. And today, we're going to be talking about each of them and taking them further than ever before. Today, we're going to make some of our biggest announcements ever at NDC. We'll be talking about the future of our incredible software platforms, as well as showing you some exciting new products. So to get it started, let's talk about what's new with Neon Silicon. Neon Silicon is what powers all of our devices, from Neon Watch to Neon Dream to Neon Compute. And we started Neon Silicon with our Neon D series desktop chips over 4 years ago now. And our Neon D5 series is the best we've ever introduced. These were the first 3nm desktop chips, and they were the fastest and best value consumer desktop chips to date. Well, today, less than a year after the D5 series, we're introducing the next generation of Neon Silicon. Introducing D6, D6 Plus, D6 Pro, and D6 Max. They refine the best of the D5 family in some big new ways. To start, they're the first chips that we've ever made built using an enhanced second generation 3nm process, giving us higher yields and better efficiency. The D6 family starts with a next-gen integrated GPU that takes a massive leap forward for Neon integrated graphics. It's a 10-core GPU with hardware-accelerated ray tracing and mesh shading now, and it dynamically allocates memory based on each task in real time. The D6 family comes with a next-gen CPU with a new Thunder architecture. It delivers up to 30% faster performance with efficiency cores than the D40 family of chips, and up to 50% faster performance with its performance cores compared to the D40 family. Now, if we look at D6 compared to the latest 12-core PC laptop chip, it delivers up to 15% faster CPU performance. And comparing the GPU to that chip, D6 is up to 25% faster. It's incredible. The D6 family also brings the AI engine to the desktop for the first time, processing 36 trillion operations a second. That's up to 7 times faster than the D40 family, and up to 2 times faster than the AI engine that's in P1. The media engine in the D6 family also gets improved, now with AV1 encode for exporting AV1 videos, and support for MV-HEVC video for advanced spatial experiences. And the D6 family features the same SK2 socket and ARM v9 instruction set. These state-of-the-art features improve the entire D6 family, starting with Neon D6. It has a 16-core CPU that's up to 40% faster than D43Z. D6 Plus improves performance for users who need a little bit more power. It has a 20-core CPU that's up to 35% faster than D45Z. D6 Pro is for our pro users that need to push their creativity. It has a 24-core CPU that's up to 35% faster than D47Z. And finally, D6 Max is for our pro users who need the most power. It has a 28-core CPU that's up to 40% faster than D49Z. That's a massive leap in performance in just 2 years. So that's the groundbreaking D6, D6 Plus, D6 Pro, and D6 Max. With a second generation 3nm process, our fastest AI engine yet, a big leap forward for graphics, a next-gen media engine, and up to 50% faster performance, they are the world's fastest consumer desktop chips. Next, let's talk about our Neon X series. Our X series is for our highest-end pro users. And today, we're going to be merging our X and D series together with 4 higher-end Neon D series chips. Introducing D6 Ultra, D6 Extreme, D6 Alpha, and D6 Omega. They're built for our highest end users. All of them are derived from Neon D6 Max, using chiplet and stacking designs. D6 Ultra features a 56-core CPU that's up to 20% faster than X5 Plus. D6 Extreme features a 112-core CPU that's up to 60% faster than X5 Pro. D6 Alpha features a 224-core CPU that's up to 20% faster than X5 Ultra. And finally, D6 Omega features a massive 448-core CPU that's up to 20% faster than X5 Extreme, making it the world's fastest CPU. So that's the D6 Ultra, D6 Extreme, D6 Alpha, and D6 Omega. Derived from D6 Max and featuring up to 448 cores, they are the world's fastest CPU lineup. Combined with the rest of the D6 family, they are the best lineup of chips that Neon has ever offered. Next, let's talk GPUs. Our Neon G5 lineup has been phenomenal. They were the first 3nm GPUs and the world's best value GPU lineup. And today, less than a year after the G5 lineup, we're introducing the next generation of Neon GPUs. Introducing Neon G6. The G6 lineup consists of Neon G6, G6 Plus, G6 Pro, and G6 Max. They're built using a second generation 3nm process, and they feature Neon GF6 cores with ray tracing, mesh shading, and dynamically allocating memory for each task in real time. They feature a next-gen AI engine that processes 36 trillion operations a second, and they feature a next-gen media engine with AV1 encode and MVHEVC. And the G6 family features GDDR6W memory and now supports PCIe Gen 6. The G6 family starts with Neon G6, featuring 35 teraflops, 16GB of VRAM, and is up to 25% faster than G5. G6 Plus features 50 teraflops, 18GB of VRAM, and is up to 50% faster than G5 Plus. G6 Pro features 75 teraflops, 36GB of VRAM, and is up to 50% faster than G5 Pro. And finally, G6 Max has 150 teraflops, 72GB of VRAM, and is up to 50% faster than G5 Max. So that's the incredible new G6, G6 Plus, G6 Pro, and G6 Max. With an enhanced 3nm process, new technologies, and up to 50% faster performance, it's the new world's best value GPU lineup. And now, let's talk about our Neon Z series. Our Neon Z series is the world's fastest GPU lineup, and just like what we did with our Neon X series, we're combining our Z series with our Neon G series. Introducing G6 Ultra, G6 Extreme, G6 Alpha, and G6 Omega. They're built for our highest end users. G6 Ultra has 400 teraflops, 512GB of VRAM, and is up to 15% faster than Z5 Pro. G6 Extreme has 800 teraflops, 1 terabyte of VRAM, and is up to 15% faster than Z5 Max. G6 Alpha has 1.6 petaflops, 2 terabytes of VRAM, and is up to 15% faster than Z5 Ultra. And finally, G6 Omega has 3.2 petaflops, 4 terabytes of VRAM, and is up to 15% faster than Z5 Extreme, making it the world's fastest GPU. So that's G6 Ultra, G6 Extreme, G6 Alpha, and G6 Omega. With new technologies and up to 15% faster performance, they're the world's fastest GPU lineup. Together with the rest of the Neon G6 family, they're the best lineup of GPUs we've ever made. And now, let's talk about the first Neon device powered by our next-gen Neon Silicon, and that's NeonBook. NeonBook is an amazing laptop. We introduced our next-gen models this past fall, and they excel with their stunning design, excellent power, great battery, and amazing value. And today, they take a massive leap in performance, because NeonBook is now built with the Neon D6. This is the first time we've brought a fully desktop chip to a NeonBook, and it brings a massive leap in performance. It's up to 2 times faster than the previous generation model with the D5M Plus, and it's up to 2.5 times faster than NeonBook with D45M. AI performance is also enhanced, being up to 7 times faster than NeonBook with the D40M family. And GPU performance is up to 2 times faster than NeonBook with the D40M family. And that's combined with hardware-accelerated ray tracing and mesh shading. With all of this, this is the biggest leap in performance ever for NeonBook. So video editing apps like DaVinci Resolve is faster than ever. And with up to 24 gigabytes of memory, multitasking and working with large assets is super fluid. I/O on the new NeonBook also takes a big leap forward. The USB-C ports now support Thunderbolt 5, which is 2 times faster than before. And this means you can connect up to 2 8K displays to the new NeonBook. The speakers also see an upgrade. The 13-inch model features a new 4-speaker sound system that's up to 25% louder than before. And the 15-inch model has a new 6-speaker sound system that's also up to 25% louder than before. And both of them can now play back immersive spatial audio as well. And the amazing battery life of NeonBook gets even better, with up to 18 hours of battery on the 13-inch model and up to 19 hours on the 15-inch. That's the longest battery life ever in a NeonBook. And they both charge super fast now with fast charging, getting you 0 to 50% charge in just 30 minutes. The webcam also gets better, now featuring a 1440p webcam that's enhanced by the ISP in D6. And the microphones get better with new studio quality microphones that deliver twice the resolution. And finally, the advanced displays of NeonBook get even better. Both the new 13-inch and 15-inch NeonBook now support up to 1 billion colors, so photos and video are more color accurate than ever. So that's the new 13-inch and 15-inch NeonBook, supercharged by the immense performance of the D6 chip with up to 2 times faster performance, more advanced connectivity, and more advanced displays, all in the same great form factor. The new 13-inch NeonBook starts at $999, an incredible value, and the 15-inch model starts at $1099, also a great value. And the NeonBook with D5M Plus stays on the lineup at $699, and just $649 for education. So that's NeonBook. Next, let's talk Neon Compute. Neon Compute continues to excel, and our lineup keeps getting better and better. It all started back in November with Neon Compute Studio, and Neon Display. This started a new era of computing for Neon. We then expanded our lineup in January with the 27-inch Neon X Compute and Neon Compute Mini, expanding our lineup to even more users. And just last month, we expanded our lineup even more with the new 24-inch Neon X Compute, the most beautiful and fun Neon compute yet. With all of these different compute models, this is the best computer lineup Neon has ever had. But for our users who want to get the most out of Neon Compute, there is one more spot in our lineup that we've been working really hard on. A product that will take Neon Compute further than it's ever gone before. Introducing Neon Compute Pro and Neon Display XDR. Neon Compute Pro brings performance and modularity to Neon Compute, and Neon Display XDR is the perfect complement to Neon Compute Pro. So let's start with Neon Compute Pro, starting with its next level design. Neon Compute Pro features this beautiful pattern on the front and back, allowing for air to pass through. And it's our biggest chassis yet, housing a lot inside. It's been designed from the ground up around modularity and flexibility. This is Neon's first ever fully modular system, and at the core of this design is an easy way to open it. It has two side panels that are locked with two switches on the top. When unlocked, the side panels can be removed, and you'll find a lot inside. To start, this is our first machine ever with PCIe expansion slots. And not just any slots, there are 7 PCIe Gen 6 slots. This is the world's first PCIe Gen 6 computer. But something unique to Neon Compute Pro is the fact that most of the machine is designed around PCIe expansion. The CPUs, SSDs, and GPUs are all housed in PCIe expansion cards. So when a new standard comes out, you can expand your Neon Compute Pro to adapt to that standard, allowing for endless possibilities for customization. To keep everything cool, Neon Compute Pro has a massive 360mm radiator that pushes air throughout the whole system. And this allows for some incredible power, starting with the CPU. The CPU compute module can either have single or dual XK2 sockets, and the CPU options are our entire high end of our Neon D6 lineup, going all the way up to D6 Omega. The base model of Neon Compute Pro is already 18% faster than the highest end Neon Compute Studio, and up to 3.5 times faster than a 64-core PC, and the highest end Neon Compute Pro is up to 26 times faster than that PC. But again, we can have up to 2 XK2 sockets, so that means we can put 2 D6 Omegas in the system. Connected with an Omega link, these chips have 1.25 terabytes a second of interprocessor bandwidth, allowing for up to 53 times faster performance than the 64-core PC, making Neon Compute Pro by far the fastest CPU performance in any personal computer on the planet. And thanks to the unique design of Neon Compute Pro, you can even put x86 CPUs for compatibility. You can put AMD CPUs or Intel CPUs in this system, making it our first x86 compatible Neon Compute. Now let's talk about the SSD. The compute module for the SSD storage contains a whopping 8 M.2 PCIe Gen 6 SSDs, reaching up to a staggering 64 gigabytes a second speeds. And you can configure your Neon Compute Pro with an unbelievable 64 terabytes of SSD storage, the most ever in a Neon product. And thanks to the PCIe expansion Neon Compute Pro, you can put in third-party SSDs here as well. Now, let's talk about the GPUs, as we're putting in our highest-end Neon G6 series in here, allowing you to have up to 30 times faster performance than the fastest Neon Compute Studio. But we have the ability to put 2 GPUs in one card. So that allowed us to make the Neon G6 Omega Duo. With 6.4 petaflops and 8 terabytes of VRAM, this allows for up to 33 times faster performance than Neon Compute Studio. But thanks to a dual GPU architecture, you can actually have 2 G6 Omega Duos connected with an Omega link. They have 1.25 terabytes a second of interprocessor bandwidth, and this allows for 12.8 petaflops and 16 terabytes of VRAM, allowing for up to 66 times faster performance than Neon Compute Studio, and it makes Neon Compute Pro by far the fastest graphics of any personal computer. As for RAM, we're using DDR5 ECC memory, and with a staggering 16 channels, you can have an insane 8 terabytes of memory, which makes it the most memory in any computer. And all of this makes Neon Compute Pro the world's fastest personal computer. For I/O, Neon Compute Pro has our best I/O yet, with up to 22 Thunderbolt 5 ports, up to 20 on the back and 2 on the top, up to 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, up to 2 DisplayPort 2.1 ports, 2 10 gigabit Ethernet port, a high impedance audio jack, and either 3 or 4 open PCIe Gen 6 slots, all fueled by a massive 4 kilowatt gallium nitride power supply, making this by far the most versatile I/O of any Neon product. And wireless is incredibly advanced with Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, and UWB. So that's Neon Compute Pro, with a super modular design with PCIe expansion and our fastest silicon yet. It's the most advanced personal computer in the world. But Neon Compute Pro is only part of the story. Now let's talk about Neon Display XDR. Neon Display XDR pushes boundaries for users who want the absolute best monitor in the world, starting with its design. It has a beautiful front display with rounded corners and slim borders, and the back has the same pattern as Neon Compute Pro to let air out, and the stand can be tilted and height adjusted in many ways. The stand can also be removed in favor of a face mount adapter, or removed entirely for travel, and the stand and vase mount adapter allows you to mount the display in landscape or portrait orientations. Next, let's talk about this remarkable display panel. It has a massive 48-inch mini LED display, the biggest display Neon's ever made. It features a super high 240Hz refresh rate, a massive 10K resolution with over 59 million pixels, and 68 billion colors. The mini LED backlight consists of over 4,000 mini LEDs and over 1,000 local dimming zones. This allows for super high brightness, with 800 nits of SDR brightness, 1600 nits of HDR brightness, and a remarkable 2000 nits of peak brightness. And it's all fueled by Neon Silicon in a unique dual-chip design. It starts with a Neon D5M chip, which powers the camera, inputs, and more. Running in parallel is a new chip called Tcon1. Tcon1 controls all of the pixels and mini LEDs in the backlight in real time. This advanced chip design is a breakthrough for displays, and the camera of Neon Display XDR is also incredibly advanced. It's a 48 megapixel under-display camera, the same as Neon Dream 5, so you'll look great on video calls. And the I/O of Neon Display XDR is also incredibly advanced. It has 4 Thunderbolt 5 ports, HDMI 2.1, and DisplayPort 2.1. Over HDMI, you can get up to 8K at 60 Hz. Over Thunderbolt, you can get 8K at 120 Hz. And over DisplayPort, you can get 10K at 240 Hz. And Neon Compute Pro can drive two Neon Display XDRs at 10K for over 118 million pixels, or up to a staggering 12 Neon Display XDRs at 8K for over 400 million pixels. It's the best display output of any computer. Neon Display XDR is simply in a class of its own, with a premium design, remarkable display, and advanced architecture. It's the best Pro monitor in the world. Neon Compute Pro starts at $74.99 with an incredible starting config, and Neon Display XDR starts at $69.99 with standard glass and $74.99 for anti-reflective glass. These systems join the rest of our incredible Pro lineup of Neon Compute systems, and this completes our transition to Neon Compute, which took just 184 days from when we started this transition back in November, or just 1 day shy of a full year of when we announced this transition last year, making it the fastest transition in Neon history. And this is only the beginning of a very bright future ahead for Neon Compute. So that's what's new with Neon Compute. Next, let's get into software. We have two incredibly advanced software platforms, rubyOS and spatialOS. rubyOS is designed for the computer, smartphone, and tablet. But this year, we're doing something a bit different. We're going to make rubyOS exclusive to the computer and separate the phone and tablet portions into their own platforms. The phone portion is now called dreamOS. The tablet portion is now tabOS. And we're introducing two new platforms for Neon Watch and our home devices, timeOS and mediaOS. We have a lot to dive into today about software, so let's start with rubyOS. rubyOS is an incredibly advanced computer operating system, and rubyOS Amaryllis is what started our rubyOS journey last year. This year, we're making rubyOS smarter, faster, and more capable. And as you know, we name rubyOS releases based on flowers. So what should we call it this year? Well, that's up to our Neon Crack product marketing team. They scouted far and wide, looking all around the globe, until they discovered one of the most beautiful perennial vines out there. A flower often described as the leather flower or traveler's joy. Introducing rubyOS Clematis. It's a big new release that's designed to be smarter, faster, and more capable. Let's start with performance. Thanks to some underlying tweaks we made, just by updating to rubyOS Clematis, you'll see a 30% boost in performance. This is because we ramp up performance almost immediately when intense operations are permitted. This is also extended with a new feature called Smart Memory. We already have virtual memory swap, which uses system storage as memory when you need it. But now you can extend your GPU memory to that as well, so you'll never run out of memory. We also have a new mode called Performance Mode. This relies on your system's performance and efficiency cores. Performance mode uses all of your performance cores to the maximum for intense operations, and efficiency cores are used for other operations. And this was one of the ways we managed to achieve 30% faster performance. rubyOS Clematis was designed with performance in mind from the start. Next is apps. Right now, rubyOS already supports many Linux and Windows apps. But with rubyOS Clematis, we're bringing full support for Android apps. These apps can be downloaded from APK files or from the Play Store, so apps like TikTok can run on your system natively. And it can run on any rubyOS device, On rubyOS devices with ARM, these apps work fully natively, just like on your Android phone. And on x86 rubyOS devices, these apps will run super fast ARM emulation, so they'll run very smooth. Now I'd like to talk about Windows apps on rubyOS, and specifically this trickles in to gaming, as we're about to take a massive leap forward for rubyOS gaming, because we're bringing full support for DirectX 12 Ultimate in rubyOS. This increases GPU utilization in games, and it brings things like hardware accelerated ray tracing to games as well. And there's no modification needed by the game developer or the user. These games will just work. Games like Resident Evil Village will just work on rubyOS and they look awesome. In fact, these games running on the same exact hardware are 2 times faster than before and 4 times faster with ray tracing. And you can get up to 90 FPS on a Neon Book with D6 or 50 FPS with ray tracing. rubyOS will support the 2 biggest game launchers, Steam and Epic Games, at launch. With DirectX 12 Ultimate, this marks a new era for gaming on rubyOS, and we can't wait for what's to come. Now let's talk about AI. AI is the talk of the town these days, and today, Neon is about to break new grounds with AI. To start, we have a new large language model we've created called Neon Blackbird. Blackbird has hundreds of trillions of parameters, and most operations of Blackbird are stored on device and everything is real-time generated. Blackbird can be used to answer questions, generate responses, generate images, and much more. And responses can be brief or information dense. And with Blackbird, we've made a new AI assistant called Azul. Azul is a generative AI digital assistant that's on the dock of rubyOS as an icon. Azul generates responses in just seconds. You can ask Azul by typing or using your voice, and many on-device operations work offline. Azul brings many AI features system-wide, such as Smart Summary. On a website, you can summarize an entire article in just 100 words or less, and it does this in just seconds. And it'll work on any Chromium-based browser. Smart Summary is going to be an incredibly great feature. There are also many other AI features Azul powers. Quick Search allows you to quickly search anything system-wide. There's smart transcription for phone calls and voice recordings, and live transcription as well. And smart slow motion for videos as well. There's so much more Azul powers, and this is just a start. rubyOS Clematis comes with many more new features, such as full support for passkeys. Now you can use your device's biometrics to authenticate your passkeys. No need for QR codes. There's also super security mode for disabling certain device features for the maximum security, and so much more. rubyOS Clematis is a massive leap forward for rubyOS. Next, let's talk about Neon Tab. Neon Tab is an amazing tablet, and as we mentioned before, it's running a new OS called tabOS. And with tabOS 2, it enhances the tablet experience to new heights. To start, all of the features you just saw in rubyOS will work great with tabOS. Performance is much faster, and DirectX 12 Ultimate Windows games look amazing. With tabOS 2, we wanted to give the tablet experience a big UI refresh. Now, you can see your wallpaper in full glory, and the dock now stores applications. And when you put your tablet on a keyboard case, it'll run full rubyOS Clematis. But there's a major change with tabOS when it comes to multitasking. Just like usual, apps can now slide over and they automatically adjust to what's best for the aspect ratio. And they can be accessed right from your dock. And you can add even more apps on top of your screen. This incredible experience is called the multitasking canvas, and we think it will redefine the way you work on Neon Tab. And of course, this requires an advanced memory subsystem. So tabOS 2 also brings the advanced smart memory system from rubyOS. So your device storage can be used for your CPU and GPU memory. With all of this, tabOS 2 will redefine tablet workflows. That's tabOS 2, with the fundamentals from rubyOS Clematis with a bunch more unique tablet features. It redefines how you work on a tablet. Next, let's talk about Neon Dream. Neon Dream 5 has been off to an incredible start, with huge performance jumps with P1. They've started a new era for Neon Dream. But today, we're going to focus on foldable devices. Last year, Neon Dream 4 Fold was and still is today the most advanced piece of foldable hardware on the market. We see a growing path for foldables as last year over 20 million foldable devices were sold. So today, we're introducing the next generation of Neon Dream Foldable. This is Neon Dream 5 Fold. It redefines what you expect from a foldable device. It features an all-new design that looks stunning. It's been made more compact and easier to use than before. And you'll notice that we've made the device wider than it is tall when unfolded. So when you unfold it, it's already in its ideal aspect ratio. It features the same strong and light Grade 5 titanium frame from Neon Dream 5 Pro, and when unfolded, it's only 5.6 millimeters thin, making it our thinnest Neon Dream yet. This front is covered in Ultra Glass 2, and the inner display has an ultra-thin glass substrate, and it features Qi 2 wireless charging as well. The displays are incredibly advanced. The outer display is a 6.3-inch OLED display that's great to use when closed, and unfolded, it features a large 8-inch OLED display. This all makes Neon Dream 5 Fold feature the best displays on a foldable. The speakers are also incredible. It features a 3-speaker sound system that supports spatial audio. All of this is fueled by the P1 chip, which, when compared to the fastest competitive foldable, it's up to 2.6 times faster. And with up to 24 gigabytes of memory and 2 terabytes of storage, its performance rivals many high-end PCs even. The camera setup is the same remarkable camera setup from Neon Dream 5 Pro, with the same wide, ultra-wide, telephoto, periscope, and microscope cameras. Combined with the optic engine, these are the best cameras in a foldable device. And battery life is also incredibly advanced. Using the same stacked battery design as the rest of the Neon Dream 5 family, it features 2 high-capacity batteries that total to 6,200 milliamp hours, giving you up to 30-hour battery life, the longest ever for a foldable. And features the same great connectivity as the rest of the Neon Dream 5 family, like Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4. And Neon Satellite for the situations where you don't have cell service. And it features incredible ports, with 2 Thunderbolt 5 ports for 2 times faster speeds than Neon Dream 4 Fold, so it can connect to up to 2 8K displays. And Dream 5 Fold also features advanced software support, with 7 years of Android updates and 3 years of additional security. So that's Neon Dream 5 Fold. With advanced technologies, it's the most advanced foldable device on the market. And we're not done yet. There are some users who want the ultimate Neon Dream experience, yet want it in a more pocketable form factor as well. So today, we're introducing one final Neon Dream 5 model.
วันที่ฉันและเธอได้อยู่ใกล้ๆกันเนิ่นๆนานวันที่แสนดีอยู่ข้างเธอ
Introducing Neon Dream 5 Flip. Dream 5 Flip packs the best of the Neon Dream experience in a flip design. The design is stunning, with a matte textured back and an outer display. It of course flips up into a device half its size. On the inside, it features the same incredibly slim borders of Neon Dream 5 and Dream 5 Plus, and its aluminum frame is just 6.4 millimeters thin, making it the thinnest flip form factor device on the market. And it comes in 4 colors: black, silver, blue, and product red. The displays of Dream 5 Flip are incredible. On the inside, it has a 6.8-inch OLED display with up to 2000 nits of brightness. Now on the outside, it has a 3.2-inch OLED display for viewing things at a glance. These are the best displays of any flip form factor device. And it's all fueled by the P1 chip, which when compared to the fastest competitive flip form factor device on the market, it's up to 2.6 times faster. And with up to 12 gigabytes of memory and up to a terabyte of storage, it lasts for a long time. The cameras of Dream 5 Flip are remarkable, with the same 50 megapixel main and 12 megapixel ultra-wide cameras of Neon Dream 5. Combined with the optic engine, these are the best cameras of a flip form factor device. And the battery life is incredible. With 2 stacked batteries totaling at 5,000 milliamp hours, you get 26 hours of battery life, the longest ever for a flip form factor device. And it has the same incredible connectivity of the rest of the Neon Dream 5 family. And it supports Neon Satellite for the areas where you don't have cell service. And the USB-C port is incredibly advanced, being a USB 3 20 gigabit per second port, so it works with desktop mode. And it comes with great software support, with 7 years of Android updates and 3 additional security updates. So that's Neon Dream 5 Flip, bringing the best of the Neon Dream 5 experience into a flip form factor. It's the best flip form factor device on the market. Today we've introduced not just one, but the 2 most advanced flip devices on the market. Neon Dream 5 Fold starts at $15.99. That's $400 less than Neon Dream 4 Fold, and you get much more in return. And Neon Dream 5 Flip starts at just $8.99, $100 less than the leading competition. And they join the rest of the incredible Neon Dream 5 family to round out the most amazing lineup of Neon Dream devices we've ever offered. So that's Neon Dream. And the new software running on Neon Dream is dreamOS. Right now, Neon Dream runs rubyOS Amaryllis on Android 14, and now it'll be running dreamOS 2 on Android 15. dreamOS 2 is smarter, faster, and gives you more personalization. Performance to start has been incredibly enhanced, with up to 30% faster performance than before, because it can ramp up performance immediately. We're also bringing virtual memory swap to Neon Dream for the first time ever. This is exclusive to Neon Dream devices with P1. Your device's storage can be used for CPU and GPU memory. And up to 24 gigabytes of memory can be used for the most demanding apps. We're also bringing performance mode to dreamOS 2. Performance mode is used with your performance and efficiency cores. Your performance cores are used for the most intense operations, and efficiency cores are used for other operations. Next, let's talk about personalization features, starting with the lock screen. The lock screen is where you see the date and time, and recently, you could even put widgets on your lock screen, and this trickles into your always-on display. Today, we're making the lock screen more customizable than ever. To start, your date and time and widgets are now front and center on your lock screen. And we're adding lock screen fonts now as well, so you can make your lock screen yours. Next, let's talk about AI, as we're bringing the same Neon Azure assistant from rubyOS and tabOS to dreamOS 2. Azure can be accessed from your search bar or from the side button on your device by pressing and holding. You can ask Azure some basic questions or more in-depth questions. And using the AI engine in P1, AI operations are processed on device. So they're faster, smarter, and they work offline. We think these AI features will look great on Neon Dream. Next, we have a new feature for when you charge your Neon Dream. It's called Nightstand. When charging in landscape mode, your Neon Dream will go into this new UI that looks awesome. And thanks to Qi 2 wireless charging on Neon Dream 5 devices, this mode works great on a Qi 2 or MagSafe charging stand. And Azure also works great when in nightstand. And it can celebrate your device wallpaper or turn black in the background in darker environments. And Nightstand works with wired or wireless charging. And on Neon Dream 4 and later, Nightstand stays on persistently, so it's always visible when you need it. We think Nightstand will be a great feature for so many people. Next, let's talk about apps. Right now, Neon Dream supports many Linux and all Android apps. And today, we're making a big change for gaming on Neon Dream, because just like rubyOS and tabOS, we're bringing full support for DirectX 12 Ultimate to dreamOS 2. This allows you to play many Windows games on your device. And on Neon Dream 5, we're bringing hardware-accelerated ray tracing to games as well. And again, there's no modification needed by anyone. You can play with a keyboard and mouse or with a controller. Controls like the DualSense Edge for PS5, the gaming experience is incredible. With Resident Evil Village, you can get up to 60 FPS on Neon Dream 5 or 30 FPS with ray tracing. And Steam and Epic Games will support Neon Dream. With DirectX 12 Ultimate, we think this marks a new era for gaming on mobile. That's dreamOS 2, with many of the changes from rubyOS and tabOS brought to the mobile experience, along with many more new mobile exclusive features. It takes what you do on your Neon Dream to new heights. Now let's talk about our new platforms for Neon Watch and our home products. Let's start with Neon Watch and timeOS. Earlier this year, we announced Neon Watch 3, and today we're reimagining the OS experience for Neon Watch from the ground up with timeOS 2. timeOS 2 brings some major enhancements system-wide, starting with the home screen. We've completely reimagined it from the ground up with an all-new design. Using the icons from our other software platforms, it looks incredible on the watch. And it even features the status bar from dreamOS now on the watch. And this new home screen is also enhanced with widgets on the home screen. These are the same lock screen widgets as dreamOS, and they work great on the watch. This design integrates seamlessly with rubyOS, dreamOS, and tabOS. With redesigned home screen, redesigned icons, and widgets, this is a big step forward for Neon Watch. Next is watch faces. We already have a gradient analog clock and the adventure watch face that's exclusive to Neon Watch Max. With timeOS 2, we have an all-new face called Gradient. It has a mix of analog and digital clocks. The gradient moves for each passing second, and it tells you the hour and minute digitally. Next is AI, as we're bringing Azure to Neon Watch as well. The Azure experience is just like on Neon Dream. Using the AI engine on Neon Watch, AI operations are processed on device, so they're faster, smarter, and they work offline. These AI features work great on Neon Watch. And last is performance. Even with these major enhancements, performance is up to 30% faster than Wear OS 4 that Neon Dream used to run. And this is thanks to performance ramping up immediately. You can enjoy the enhancements of timeOS 2 whilst also getting the best performance. That's timeOS 2, reimagining the smartwatch experience. It takes Neon Watch to new heights. Now let's talk about mediaOS. mediaOS is our new OS designed for Neon TV and Neon Home. And today, with mediaOS 2, Neon TV and Neon Home get taken to new heights. They completely reimagine the home experience, starting with the new Neon TV UI. The new UI beautifully celebrates the app you select, and it's still based on Android TV. We also have a new Neon Home UI. The new Neon Home UI is incredibly focused, now bringing Android apps to Neon Home for the first time ever. mediaOS 2 also has a big focus on AI with Azul. It's accessible on the top right of Neon TV, or it is always accessible on Neon Home. Azul is incredibly useful for smart home control or looking up information. Now let's talk about apps, where for the Neon TV, we're making a big step forward for gaming. And just like rubyOS, tabOS, and dreamOS, we're bringing DirectX 12 Ultimate support for Neon TV. This allows you to play full Windows games on your TV, and again, there's no modification needed by anyone. These games can be played with controller or keyboard and mouse. On the third generation Neon TV, you can reach up to 45 FPS playing Resident Evil Village, and Steam and Epic Games will be supported on Neon TV. These changes mark a new era for gaming on TV, and once again, we have a big focus on performance, with up to 30% faster performance than before, by ramping up performance immediately, so you can enjoy all of these changes whilst also having faster performance. So that's mediaOS 2, with a redesigned experience for Neon TV and Neon Home, and advanced new technologies. It reimagines the home experience. Now, let's turn to spatialOS. spatialOS is the heart of Neon Headset and Neon Glass, and last year we introduced spatialOS 3, our most advanced spatial operating system yet. Well, today, we're taking the biggest leap forward ever for spatialOS. Our new release is spatialOS 4. spatialOS 4 redesigns and reimagines your experience on Neon Glass and especially Neon Headset. Let's start with design, where we're taking our biggest leap forward on. We're gonna be adding more depth and 3D elements throughout the system. And here's your first look at the new design. The new design keeps the fundamentals of spatialOS and Neon software, whilst also adding a sense of depth and spatial character, with each of the icons and the new dock in spatialOS. And the scenes, like Yosemite, look stunning. Each element has a subtle depth effect, along with glass UI elements throughout the system. It makes it look like you're viewing and touching physical objects. And the new design has been designed around eye tracking and hand gestures. With all of this, this is by far the biggest redesign ever for spatialOS. Not only has spatialOS been redesigned from the outside, it's also been redesigned from the inside. spatialOS 3 at its core was based on Android 14, with many spatial frameworks added on top, but this limits us in many ways. So with spatialOS 4, we've completely redesigned it. The core OS is now rubyOS, which is significantly more advanced, especially for a spatial computer. There's also a custom foveated rendering pipeline, which greatly increases sharpness, a new multi-app 3D engine for 2D and 3D apps to be viewed alongside each other, and there's a new spatial audio engine for incredibly advanced audio experience. This reimagines the possibilities for spatialOS. Next, let's talk about scenes. Scenes immerse you into an entirely different environment, and with spatialOS 4, we're adding a new scene called Theater. The theater scene gives you the experience of being in an actual movie theater. It's incredible. It gives you the immersive experience of a movie theater anywhere you go. Next, let's talk about video conferencing. Apps or web apps like Zoom or FaceTime work great on spatialOS, but up until now, they've been limited to support only audio calls. This is due to the obvious limitation of you wearing something over your eyes. There's no video conferencing camera looking at you, and even if there was, you're wearing something over your eyes. With spatialOS 4, we've created a novel solution. Using the advanced camera and sensor setup of Neon Headset, it allows us to create something called spatial characters. This digitally recreates your face and facial expressions, and it's all powered by AI and ML workloads. This feature digitally recreates you, and your spatial character is viewed as a camera to software, so there's no modification needed by any developer or user. It even works in web apps, so things like FaceTime on the web will work naturally. We think this will mark a new era for conferencing on Neon Headset. While your spatial character can only be enrolled on Neon Headset, it can actually be synced over to your Neon Glass Series 2, so you can use your spatial characters anywhere. That's spatial characters. Next, let's talk about video capturing, as we're enabling a new feature called 3D videos and photos. This adds a sense of depth to your photos and videos. It makes you feel like you're back in a moment of time. These videos add a sense of depth that's unlike any other video you've seen. These videos can be captured on the device, or they can be captured on your Neon Dream 5. Using the wide and ultra-wide cameras, you can capture 3D videos on device. That's 3D video and photo. Next is gaming. Just like rubyOS, tabOS, dreamOS, and mediaOS, we're bringing DirectX 12 Ultimate support to spatialOS 4. This allows you to play full Windows games on your Neon headset, and they can be played with controller or keyboard and mouse. Games like Resident Evil Village run at 60 FPS on Neon headset, and Steam and Epic Games will be supported as well. This marks a new era for gaming for spatial computers. But in addition, we're also adding support for VR games to Neon Headset as well, specifically games on Steam VR. spatialOS 4 fully works with any Steam VR title, and once again, there's no modification needed for these games to work. These games work on device with Steam, or for more power, they can work when connected to a computer with USB-C. They can work with hand gestures or controllers, as we're bringing support for Steam VR controllers to Neon Headset. So some of the most popular VR games, like Beat Saber, work really well on Neon Headset. With Android games, DirectX 12 Ultimate games, and Steam VR games, we're ushering in a new chapter for gaming on spatialOS. That's spatialOS 4, with a complete redesign and rework of the entire OS, support for even more immersive spatial experiences, and a new chapter for gaming on spatialOS. This is the most advanced software release Neon has ever made. So that's spatialOS.
Oh, how the day goes by.
So those are our new software releases. rubyOS Clematis, tabOS 2, dreamOS 2, timeOS 2, mediaOS 2, and spatialOS 4, each of which completely pushes forward what their respective hardware platform is capable of. This is our biggest year ever for developers, with new APIs and technologies for each Neon software, and we have an exciting week ahead, starting with the platform's State of the Union, where we'll do a deeper dive into what's new with each of our new software and hardware, along with many sessions and hands-on labs, as well as other activities to keep the global developer community active. ROS releases will be available as developer betas today, and each of them will have a public beta next month. And all of these OS releases will be available to our users this fall. So that's what's new with Neon software. Today, we introduced some amazing new Neon computers, Neon Dream foldables, as well as huge advancements to Neon software. It's already been a big day, but we do have one last thing. This is a day that's been years in the making, one that I've really been looking forward to. We've said that this year is going to be the year of spatial computing for Neon, as we believe spatial computing is going to be part of what's going to shape the future of technology. Well, today, we're thrilled to show you the ultimate expression for spatial computing with an entire new spatial computer. Introducing Neon Headset Pro. Headset Pro reimagines what you think of a spatial computer. It completely redefines the category of computers. Again, Headset Pro is the ultimate expression for spatial computing, and it's the ultimate expression for Neon hardware. Let's start with its design. This is the most advanced product design we've ever made. It features a beautiful curved glass that's Ultra Glass 2. It's been made incredibly curved to wrap around your face. Every aspect of this product has been designed with the utmost care. It's been made out of a lightweight magnesium and carbon fiber material. Combined with many other innovations, we've managed to significantly reduce the weight from Neon Headset. And comparing to Neon Headset is a night and day difference. There is no other product we've made that's like this. It's the most advanced Neon hardware design ever. To go along with advanced design is advanced technologies. We decided to make our most advanced displays yet. With Neon Headset Pro, we've made custom Neon-made micro LED display panels. These panels also have the most pixels of any spatial computer. It has a staggering 24.5 million pixels for each eye, which is 3.7 times higher than one Neon headset display, or 90% higher than both Neon headset displays. And together, it features over 49 million total pixels. That's more pixels than an 8K TV. Combined with the highest PPI and PPD we've ever made, and the highest brightness and color accuracy we've ever had, these two displays are magnified with a custom 4-element pancake lens. These lenses are a premium glass design and feature a microscopic coating to reduce pancake glare. We also added an adjustable interpupillary distance. This determines the distance between the two displays to be fit for your eyes, so Neon Headset Pro can work best for your eyes, between 51 and 75 millimeters, and this is automatically adjusted at setup. Another big focus is the field of view of Neon Headset Pro. The FOV determines how much a person can see through their eyes. Neon Headset has a 78-degree field of view, while Neon Headset Pro has a much wider 120-degree field of view. To put it into a simulation, here's what viewing out of Neon Headset looks like. Now, here's what viewing out of Neon Headset Pro looks like. It gives you a much more immersive experience. For those who wear glasses, we have custom prescription and reader optical inserts. These inserts attach magnetically to the displays and have no effect to the eye tracking and quality. And just like Neon Headset and Neon Glass Series 2, we're bringing see-through to Neon Headset Pro. See-through projects the user's eyes on the display. See-through uses a unique curved OLED panel with a lenticular lens to give the effect that the device is transparent. On Neon Headset Pro, see-through has many different modes. When you're not immersed, your eyes will project out normally. When you are immersed, your eyes will be covered by a gradient. And when someone walks into the room, your eyes will become visible. With all of these advanced display technologies, we don't just think these are the best displays in a spatial computer, we think these are the best displays on the planet. To go along with these advanced displays is an advanced camera and sensor setup. It has 2 main cameras, 2 flood illuminators, 2 3D cameras with Time of Flight Ultra, 2 side cameras, 2 top cameras, 2 downward cameras, 2 IR cameras, and 24 eye tracking LEDs, totaling at 14 cameras, 3 sensors, and 24 LEDs, making it the most advanced camera and sensor array of any Neon product. And the 6 main cameras are a mix of wide and ultra-wide cameras, and they feature the same optic engine from Neon Dream 5 and Neon Cam, making this the best pass-through of any spatial computer. This advanced system required immense power, starting with the CPU. It starts with the Neon D6 Pro. With its 24 cores, it's over 2 times faster than Neon Headset. But it's also configurable with Neon D6 Max, with 28 cores, making it up to 3 times faster than Neon Headset, which was already one of the fastest spatial computers in the world. The GPU is the Neon G6, making it up to 8.5 times faster than a GPU in Neon Headset. And Neon Headset Pro can be configured with up to 96 gigabytes of memory and up to 8 terabytes of storage. This makes Neon Headset Pro by far the world's most powerful spatial computer. We also needed an advanced SPU, or sensor processing unit, and we have an all-new SPU called Neon V2. V2 significantly enhances performance and sensor processing from V1. It's built using a new 4nm process rather than the 14nm of V1, and it increases the memory bandwidth from 192 gigabytes a second to a super high 300 gigabytes a second, which is 1.5 times more than V1. And this allows us to go from 20 milliseconds of latency down to just 9 milliseconds of latency. That's over 10 times faster than the blink of an eye, and it's the lowest latency of any spatial computer. And Neon Headset Pro required a more advanced audio chip. So we have the new Neon O2 Pro in Neon Headset Pro. O2 Pro is built on a 2nd gen 3nm process, and it features 24 audio cores now, making it up to 20% faster than O1 Pro, and it allows for lossless audio with Neon Home. All of this makes Neon Headset Pro feature the most advanced silicon of any spatial computer. The speakers of Neon Headset Pro are also remarkable. They're placed so that they point directly towards your ears. They feature spatial audio and head tracking, and they feature hardware-accelerated audio ray tracing, which match the sound to the materials of the objects in your room. And it features 6 built-in microphones for video calls. Neon Headset Pro features the most advanced audio setup of any Neon product. The battery for Neon Headset Pro is placed externally, so we could reduce the weight of Neon Headset Pro significantly. It gets you 3 hours of battery life on typical usage, or 3.5 hours of battery life of 2D movie playback. The battery hooks and connects to the side of Neon Headset Pro, and there is a USB-C port on the side, which supports Thunderbolt 5 speeds. It can be used for many different things. And Neon Headset Pro comes with 2 bands included. There's the silicone band from Neon Headset that stretches to your head size, and there's the double tour band made out of fabric. And it has 2 straps for better comfort. And these bands are cross-compatible with Neon Headset. And the software is, of course, spatialOS 4 you just saw, with its spatial characters, 3D video and photos, theater scene, and advanced gaming. Neon Headset Pro delivers the best possible experience with spatialOS 4. Neon Headset Pro also comes with advanced security. It has Iris ID, where it'll authenticate you using your eyes. It's used to unlock, fill in passwords and passkeys, and using NeonPay. And all that data is stored in the K5 security chip. And where you look stays private on Neon Headset Pro. Neon nor anyone else aside from you knows where you look. Everything stays private. So that's Neon Headset Pro, with the most advanced displays in the world. The best pass-through, performance, design, latency, and connectivity of any spatial computer, all fueled by spatialOS 4. Neon Headset Pro is the most advanced consumer electronics device ever. In fact, Neon Headset Pro has been in development for over 4 years now. There's truly no other device like Neon Headset Pro. It has the most advanced displays on the planet, a breakthrough audio setup, and incredibly advanced cameras. If you purchased a high-end, state-of-the-art TV, surround sound system, high-end computer with multiple 6K monitors, high-end camera, and more, you still wouldn't have come close to what Neon Headset Pro delivers. Neon Headset Pro starts at $59.99, and it joins Neon Headset at its great price of $16.99. Combined with Neon Glass Series 2 and spatialOS 4, 2024 is for sure shaping up to be the year of spatial computing for Neon. So that's Neon Headset Pro. This has been a huge day. We introduced the next generation of Neon Silicon with the Neon D6 and Neon G6 family. And Neon D6 is what supercharges the new Neon Book, taking our biggest leap ever in Neon Book performance. The new Neon Compute Pro completes our transition to Neon Compute and is the most powerful and advanced personal computer in the world. And it's complemented by Neon Display XDR, the most advanced monitor in the world. Neon Dream 5 Fold and Neon Dream 5 Flip, the most advanced foldable devices in the world. And we expanded our software platforms with some huge updates. rubyOS, tabOS, dreamOS, timeOS, mediaOS, and spatialOS. And of course, we announced Neon Headset Pro. There are certain products that come in and redefine what people expect from their category. We believe Neon Headset Pro is one of those products. We made an ad for Neon Headset Pro that I'd like to show to you now. I hope you're as excited about Neon Headset Pro as much as we are. You'll be hearing much more about it as well as spatialOS 4 and our other platforms throughout the conference. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great week and a great NDC.